Nigerian filmmaker Ide Chukwuma Innocent, popularly known as Onesoul, is following his much-talked-about Pillars of Africa movie with a production that creates a female-type Robin Hood character in the new movie Igbinogun. Details coming up in this next report.
With his last big-budget movie, Pillars of Africa, still sitting on the shelf waiting to get its turn at the cinemas following the disrupted cinema calendar by the COVID-19 pandemic, filmmaker Ide Chukwuma Innocent, popularly known as Onesoul, is already revved for a new title. Here he unveils a constellation of Nollywood stars including Shafi Bello, Ego Nwosu, Eina Wigwe, Damilare Kuku and many others.
We found out she's a thief. Yeah.
Titled Igbinogun, the movie is plotted in an epic theme exploring the deep heritage of an ancient Benin kingdom.
Against the traditional land of Obari, a warrior called Obomudia, played by my brother here, who is the leader of the king's army, will commit the greatest crime of falling in love with one of the king's maiden, played by her, Ituan. And she gets pregnant, and Ogbumudia's only choice is to give up everything and escape with her in order to save his wife and his unborn child, unless she'll be killed and he himself be hanged. The night of the escape, under the heavy rain, she gives birth to a baby girl called Igbinogun. As a single father, never to be married again, Ogbumudia will commit the rest of his life to his child. He will teach her not to be just a girl, but a strong woman who will become a strong fighter just like her father. Igbinogun grows into a woman who cannot stand the injustice of a poor village is facing in the hands of a ruthless king from the kingdom of Obari. She becomes the new Robin Hood, stealing from the rich and in order to give the poor people. And that's why the prince was being challenged to look for the thieves who were robbing them.
A strong female advocate, Onesoul plans to use Igbinogun, like his other films, to change the stereotype about women in the society.
There's a lot of message that has to do with female empowerment in the film, how a young girl called Igbinogun can rise and become the savior of a land or a community or a village. And we also want to use this film as a way of passing a positive message out there. Women empowerment, girl empowerment. A girl can be strong. A girl cannot just be a girl. She can be allowed to live free and change the society.
I do believe that this film is probably going to be a tiny drop in the bucket of lessons that we can teach our children. Without a doubt, especially in this side of the world, in the African sector, we have a way of training our sons to think they are kings and queens, and kings. We separate them and then teach the girls to be there as the helper. The narrative is changing, and we're finding that women themselves are strong enough to hold homes. A lot of us were raised by single moms, some of us. Some of us were raised by single moms. Some were raised by single fathers. But most of the time, they're single mothers. And that says a lot. That says that a woman can do it. She can do it all. We don't want to have to be segregated. We need each other. I don't believe there should be a nation where women just do things on their own. We can do it all. I don't think that's the way it was meant to be.
In lead is the rising Damilare Kuku, who is playing the title character, a rebellious child who grew up to become a fighter for the emancipation of her people. The character is heavily regimented, and getting her into shape came at a cost.
I've been taking martial arts training, wrestling, fighting, because I'm fighting with boys all through the film. So it's been really... Every day I'm training, but the days when I can't train because maybe I have a bruise or something, we take like 2 days off and then we go back to training. So that's just basically what we've been doing.
That's it. She did. She did.
But this is different because this is weight. You're not wrestling has to do with how much you can carry people. So I've been doing very light workouts. This is heavier because I've had to carry people and all of that, and learn to train work on my cardio so that my stamina can be built up. Yeah, the bruises. I've had a sprain. My back hurts. Just basic stuff. Maybe crack a finger or two. But we continue till the end of the training, and then take a break for like 2 days for my body to heal, and then we go to the next one.
The filmmaking business is today clouded in so much uncertainties with the existing COVID-19 protocols. Even with that, Onesoul is determined to soldier on what he now describes as a labor of passion.